The Asian community seem to be sending out a strong warning to the black community or the black Americans, and they are saying you guys should not be behaving this way. This is the way you should act, this is the way you should respond. This is not the way to go about these boycotts of businesses and the likes. And the question is it about how they are going about the boycott or the business boycott, or these instructions should have been given to your fellow Asian businesses earlier than this on how to respond and how to treat the black people? So this instruction is coming later than before. It should have been coming earlier, but it's coming late. And the people are saying, the black community, we are not taking this anymore. Not just for the Asian community, but all ethnic group and nationality. We are not going to be taking this kind of dehumanization and abuse when it comes to our businesses and our black dollar money. So you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're no subscriber, thank you. If you're a new subscriber, please hit the notification button, hit that subscription button so that you'll be first to notified when we upload new and exciting content. You are the reason why we do what we do. So we have a couple of videos that we'll be sharing where we see the Asian owned businesses reacting and the black community responding via the same medium. And at the end of the day, we'll come to give you all our own comprehensive analysis. Stay tuned.
There's a lot of black people trying to boycott Asian businesses, which really irked me. Because I never see them boycotting white businesses whenever a white person kills a black person. The double standard is crazy, especially considering that white people kill way more black people than Asians do. And the reason why Asians are being targeted as a whole here is rooted in racism. In the Western world, we are viewed as a monolith, whereas whites are viewed as individuals. That's why the entire community gets punished for something only one of us does. And I know it's 100%. You can tell when a black person has African immigrant parents. The biggest difference that I noticed was that they're a lot more friendly and relatable to me than the black people with American lineage. I've always noticed that whenever someone talks about black Americans, people use it as an opportunity to shit on them. It happens all the time online, and it gets pretty annoying.
So the reason why I stitched all those videos together so you can get a grasp of what I've been seeing from this creator from like the last few months. So I do think it's pretty interesting. So this creator has a habit of posting and deleting. And the very first video is him talking about how much he gets along with black immigrants because they're kind to him and this, that, and the third. And like later on in the video, he talks about how black immigrants value education more than black Americans, right? He deletes that video, but in the comments, people were calling him out, black immigrants included. I'm commented, I was like, you're weird. Like, you can talk about how you get along with black immigrants without putting down black Americans. He deletes that video. The next day, he puts up a video talking about what you've seen, how people shit on black Americans, as if that's not what he was doing. But the thing is, people wouldn't know because he had deleted the video. He spends his time trying to pit black Americans against black immigrants. That's besides the point. I do find it ironic, though, because he talks about monolithic groups later on in his other videos, as if he does not do that to black Americans. Anyways, then he makes a video the other day talking about Cyrus, and his whole thing was he didn't speak about Cyrus. He didn't give a fuck about Cyrus and the reason why black people are boycotting. And it's not just, it doesn't have anything just to do with Cyrus. It has to do with the fact that black people are constantly in this weird situation where so we go into these businesses and we're treated like criminals right off the bat. Nobody wants to keep dealing with that shit. Cyrus was just the catalyst. And so to sit here and say that, you know, we're treating people as a monolithic group as if we've not been being treated like a monolithic group since forever by the Asian community. It's not all Asians, but it's a majority of them. Let's be honest. It's pretty interesting considering he has done it himself. So I think that's pretty damn ironic. On top of that, he only brings up Cyrus and the woes of the black community in conversation with why the black community should give our money to Asian businesses, because it's divisive if we don't. You believe that the black dollar belongs to the Asian community and that we should spend our dollars with you, and if we don't, we're bad people. That's fucking crazy. You don't think that's weird to say? Like, every single video he makes is just worse and worse because all it is saying is that you don't really care about the conversation, why black people want to boycott. You pretend like you understand, but you really don't. And then you go and say, well, you know, it's harming us if you guys don't spend your money with us. We may disrespect you, this, that, and the third, but you should spend your money with us. Like, that's some fucked up shit. Like, but anyways, this person is anti-black. They talk about how they left their conservative right-wing views behind, but they haven't. They just rebranded. He tends to talk about the black community in such a way that I've always thought was weird. And he likes to delete videos. He's made a problematic video before talking about the black community. And I remember it was very problematic, but he deleted it and I didn't save it and I wish I did. But this isn't his first time. He does not care about anything. He doesn't speak about anything in the black community unless he can use it for views. And so I think it's ironic that he's trying to talk about solidarity and this, that, and the third, and how we should, you know, not blame the whole Asian community and spend our money. Like, that's so fucking insane. Like, it's insane. But it is what it is. You know, black people are used to this type of behavior, but I just want people to see how fucking insane it is, and how he seriously thinks this is like the way to go with the conversation. Black people don't owe anybody anything, and Asian people don't owe black people anything. So if we want to spend our money where we want to spend our money, we can do that. Also, black people have boycotted white businesses. Black people literally boycotted the civil rights, like literally stopped riding buses. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Black people boycott a lot. You just don't care because it doesn't affect you. And now it's affecting the Asian community. Now you're like, no boycott, no boycott. Shut the fuck up.
Yes, those two black girls are dead wrong. Calling Chinese restaurants and placing orders and not going to pick up is a horrible thing to do. And on the other end, Asian restaurants, Asian grocery stores, Asian whatever, when they profile black people, that is fucking horrible. This weird black community on TikTok that likes to boycott everything for the tiniest thing, they have absolutely gone on steroids, which is fine. I don't care. They could do whatever they want. I'm not here to stop them, especially since they don't want to really listen to reason. It seems nowadays that they rather care about clicks and the whole I own you thing more than having a conversation or the truth or work together and be better as a group and community. Like I said in the comments of that video, I'm only going to speak to people who rather have a conversation and understand that it's not the entire community. It's just random people that just like both groups. And I'm here to move forward with everybody. I think both of our community combined, like me and my wife, we have fucking 3 Blasian kids. That's incredible. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just done having this conversation with all these Neanderthals that rather be angry than actually be reasonable and have a conversation.
Get your fucking head out of your ass for 1 second, okay? All Asian people could agree with me on this one. Is that you are upset with one Asian person and the rest of the one that looks like him get punished for it. That's the questions that we're asking. It's not because, oh my God, we're losing a business that you're not going to shop with us. No. The question is, why do you punish people that look like Chow? That's it. Because we asked that questions, you went into, oh, so the boy was innocent. No, we're not saying that we're not grieving for the loss of Cyrus. We're not saying that we're agreeing with Chow. We're not arguing about anything in that matter. But we're asking, if you're not happy with Chow, go punish Chow. Why do you targeting collectively because we look alike? What? And because we asked that, you think that we're okay with shop owner to kill a young innocent man? Now, that's projection, sweetheart. That's not coming from me. I grieve and I feel mourn the loss of a life. Okay? No life should be lost. That's it. I'm not arguing about that. I'm saying Asian people out here are asking, why do we get punished? Because you're not happy with one person that looks like
And
us.
since you're not gonna get it, I assume that because you're operating through the emotion, okay? It's high right now, I get it. Let me cradle you for 1 second, okay? So here we go. Imagine this, okay? There's a family, okay? Mom, dad, and 5 children. 4 live out of state, in school or whatever, live their life. A youngest one live with parents. All 5 of them get access to support funding from the parents. One day, the youngest one stole dad's watch and sold it. Dad found out, got upset. He freezed all the bank account. And then other children call and say, what's up with the bank account? I can't access. And dad say, well, I'm upset with your brother. He stole my watch. And now the children, the 4 children are asking, okay, our younger brother stole your watch. We had nothing to do with it. But why we're prevent from accessing to the fund? Because the older kids asked that question, dad immediately went into, oh, so you agree that your brother has the right to steal my watch and sell it? That's not what they say. They said, why is it one person's actions affecting us? That's the whole point here.
I love what this Asian young lady says.
I have seen more Asian Americans being upset at the fact that Black Americans are threatening to boycott Asian businesses than I have seen Asian Americans speaking out against the murder of Cyrus Carmick Belton. A child who was murdered at the hands of an Asian man. And this has everything to do with race, especially when anti-blackness is so deeply rooted in our community. I have said this a million times, and I'll say it as many times as I need to so you can get it through your thick skulls. The only reason why Asians exist in America in such a large population is because black activists fought for our right to be here during the civil rights movement. White people did not want us here. It's not enough for Asian people to just be not racist. You have to be anti-racist, and you have to be speaking out against these injustices, or else they'll continue to happen. We absolutely owe the black community solidarity, and the sooner that we realize that we're not much different from each other is the sooner that real change starts to happen.
It is very refreshing when we see non-black people stand up and be allies, and particularly in this situation, an Asian person particularly. And there have been many who I've seen on social media who are taking a stand and saying, yes, we were raised to feel a certain way about black Americans, but also to acknowledge the fact that if it was not for black Americans and the Civil Rights Act and the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1965, they wouldn't even be here. So again, kudos to all of the Asians and non-black people who are truly being allies and speaking truth to power.
How to not lose your customers as an Asian American business, or how to get them back. Number 1, don't racially profile them. Don't follow them around the store. If they've left the store, don't accuse them of stealing, and run the length of a football field and a half with a firearm and shoot them. Don't kill your customers. How about that? If you insist on following your customers around the store, make sure you do it to every person of every skin color that comes into your store. If someone that looks like you has done that to one of their customers and it makes national news, perhaps put out a statement about what you will do to combat racial profiling and enhance customer safety. And then follow through. Train all your employees. If your store is set up in a neighborhood where the people don't look like you, perhaps take the time to understand them and their culture and what they are looking for in a neighborhood store. Give them better service than the other stores in the area, which includes being nice. Remember that you are a capitalist, right? And you think that the free market is the best market, which means nobody owes you their money. You have to compete with other businesses for their dollars. You have to offer the best goods and services around at a reasonable price. And your customers should feel comfortable going in there and not being racially profiled and being able to send their kids in there to run errands without worrying whether their kids will die in your store. I do not run a corner store, but I run a small business which involves selling books to people, books that I wrote. And I am able to keep selling books to customers and to get more contracts from publishers because I stand by the messages that are in my books of inclusion and open-mindedness and calling out structural inequality where it exists, and no, that is not racism. If a reader from a different ethnic group bought my book, bought my product, and then I did something racist to them, I could expect their entire ethnic group to no longer buy my books. I am not entitled to anybody's money, and since y'all like capitalism and the free market so much, it is time to embrace it. Improve your customer service, and maybe your customers will come back.
I saw this thing online of how the black people are not going to these salons or this. They are seriously boycotting these Asian people. We are not funding them anymore. It's empty. Look at this. I thought it was a joke. Ain't nobody in there. Wow. Look at this. They are not playing. Talking all of that shit about the niggas, and the niggas ain't going in there to buy you nothing. Wow, I thought it was a joke, but they are not playing with these Asian people. Ain't nobody in there. Saying they don't need the black dollar.
So welcome back, guys, to my YouTube channel. Credits to the original content creator. So you've seen the videos that is out there, and these people, the Asian community, a greater percentage of them are taking out devastation on the black community. Like I said earlier, if these things do not matter, then why come on the social media space and react and respond the way you're responding. They are calling this racism. Is it actually racism? I don't think so. I think the black people are trying to communicate. Like most of the videos that I've watched on TikTok, I may be wrong. They have firmly said that they are not doing this because they hate Asian people. No. But they just needed to communicate and to send out a strong message. And what is that strong message? That we will not be treated anyhow anymore. We don't want to be treated the way we are being treated, where we are treated like rags. We bring our money to your shop, you give us half baked services, you treat us below class, while most of your children are enjoying the privileges that you have created from them as a result of your earnings from black dollar. And that is what the black people are saying, that we deserve better. We can't have ourselves being treated anyhow by certain groups in America and get the same reaction from you who are Asians, who are meant to also be of the classification of minor groups. And so they need to understand the dynamics of what is being said on ground. So, but if you are just joining us, I want to know what your thoughts, your opinions are in the comment section. Please do hit that subscription button, do hit that notification button so that when we bring up updates, you'll be one of the first people to be notified. So, get into the comment section, let the conversation begin. I want to know what your perspective, your views are on the subject matter. I just aired mine, but I also love to know what you think about it. See you again on my next video.